Here is the seed record, my close friend. She is 24 years old and a PhD student in computer science. On the timeline, I see she had internship every summer and had been a teaching assistant during the first 2 years. There were nothing to control, so I click search and see the list of similar records that could be sent to another application for generating guidance. So I'm finished. After start, I can see a summary of the results with the default criteria settings. The small arrow is the value of my friend, and I can see that there are more male, computer science, and PhD students in the results. I can also choose which criteria to use. For example, if I deselect gender, the algorithm will ignore it. Same thing for start and core course in the timeline. In the user study, we often saw participants quickly turning on and off criteria and inspect the overall distributions to see the effect. Now I can see the distributions for the entire dataset and for the results. I can also see on the timeline what other people have done. The darker the background, the more events exist in the entire dataset. So I can see that my friend is unusual because she has not done RA or published any paper in the first 2 years. I can still choose to ignore criteria like gender and work experience, but I also say that I only want specific values. Here I only want computer science students, so I click on the exam match button. But I don't mind if it is master or PhD. I really do not want the others, so I select exam matches. Age and GPA are numerical values, so I can set a range, but I'm okay if the values fall out of that range a bit, so I select close match. I can also give more weight to some criteria like being an international student. The dot is now red. In the timeline, I can also specify that internship is important. I click on it and an icon is added here. I give more weight. I can also specify some complex temporal patterns, for example, no paper and pick advisor late. The new criteria is also added here. In the user study, we saw participants carefully review the criteria one by one and try different settings. They also keep an eye on the overall distributions and review the details of a few similar records to see the effect and to verify their settings. At the end, they often scan the entire list of similar records looking for problems